Agreed.
Once a stranger, I say. Now, a familiar face.
One of my eyes be open.
This is why you don't neglect your chores.
At once.
What say, friend? The guild sanctum has seen better days. Akira. One of middling skill, if I am generous. Not all of us can boast of Takehu's talent, but Nagati touches us differently, I say. The guild didn't used to allow outsiders the freedom of our halls. Akira. But how times change. Simply a caretaker. I dust off Pariki's tomb and try to keep the place tidy. Caring for the guild hall usually means drying off what others get wet in practice. A sanctum for master water shapers, I say. No students or outsiders allowed. I have never been there myself. Myru assures me the room has no need of cleaning.
This is the tomb of Periki. Such disrepair, I say.
At your service. I have the strangest feeling I've done this before. At your... You ask so little.
Yeah? Hey. Hmm?
Clever gambit. At your service. At your child's play. Ventre, a moment. I saw you speak to my dear amico Degnos, so I thought to myself, why, Telfor, you must meet him too. That is good to hear. So rare it is that I am glad of a stranger's interference. Would you like an escort to Queensbereth, Ventre? You never know what rough types may be about, and I would hate to see you waylaid. Were I a more fragile man, I might have found offense in your vulgar accusations. A gracious offer. We accept. Per Guano, let us be off.
Where is my seal? Postinago, did you take it again? You will feel the bite of the cat's tail if you have lost it, boy. Is this Nazenali a friend of yours, Degnos?
An acquaintance only, Casita. From the luminous bathhouse.
First you waste my servant's time, and now you have the gall to waste mine as well. This is mine. From where did you get this? Mind your response. If you have robbed me, I will not hesitate to alert the authorities. Tiveres? Degnos, you will explain this. And what is this, eh? Que? It is a pity you let him escape. He will be found. I did not think he had the stones, and now I will never know the extent of his sabotage. Trade routes, partners, cargo. Anyone may know them now, Merla! But you have saved my life. Agrasima, for your trouble. Your intervention has given me much work to do. Leave me to my tasks. Kores! Our business is resolved, and my...
dry. All I needed was a few damn components. What? I haven't the time necessary to illuminate you.
You don't mind if I talk and work, do you? What can I do for you? Not the coziest place for it, is it? But the open air, the lightning specifically, is a boon. Lets our mages have a rest now and then. Good test of the equipment, too. We're working on making it less delicate. Our junior researchers are still a little soft. Glad you asked, amico. Very glad. We're very excited about the work here, and we are always looking for volunteers. We've catalogued a number of interesting properties unique to Luminous Adra, but there are some very specific qualities we are investigating. Qualities that a watcher happens to be uniquely suited to exploring. You're just what we're missing. No, nothing invasive. You'd just be putting your watcher's gift to use. Here, I'll explain. Luminous Adra has special effects upon Keith. Even to the humblest, it offers some small improvements. Rejuvenation, vitality, the kind of thing you sell to people back home, eh? But what about those who have already harnessed their own essence? Consider the talented cutpurse, for instance, who can cross a room by slipping briefly into another place. The world between. Luminous Adra holds enormous quantities of essence, the kind of energy we can't replicate or restore. And these formations have a kind of connection to each other across the in-between. I believe we can harness this connection and your natural abilities to transport a person across great distances in a moment. That is the very least of it, amico. We've only managed short jumps thus far. I'm hoping that your own gifts will make the difference. We've collected a number of illuminating readings, and our machines are ready to harness the Adra's essence. But for the moment, we are effectively blind when it comes to targeting the next pillar. Now, if someone were capable of sensing that essence in the in-between, even of manipulating it. Someone like a watcher, for instance. Ah, well, this is a little like describing a muscle I don't have. The idea is for you to focus on the next connection point. The machine will use that new link between the Adra veins to create a tether, as well as provide the energy for you to jump effectively. What's really exciting is, so long as you are holding that connection open, your companions can jump alongside you.
And there's no risk I'll show up missing limbs or nothing?
The next pill is due east of here, in the middle of a farm. It's not as tall as this one, but you shouldn't have any trouble finding it. Oh, and don't worry, we paid the farmers.
There was that fellow that jumped a little too far over the edge.
Stop scaring our assistant. We'll get everything ready for you.
Merla. Burned. Hello. My apologies. I didn't see you there. Didn't you?
She feels familiar, somehow. Wrong. Almost like a Darghoul. But that can't be right, can it?
Weren't expecting to agree with the talking baton cap, but the lass does have a right uncanny air to her.
I, like the other scholars here, am engaged in the study of the soul sciences. Was there something you needed, or may I return to my studies? Indeed. I apologize if you find the sight of blood unsettling. Though, from your appearance, I would expect you to be well acquainted with it. In any case, why are you here? It is a mundane story. I sought out the ship with the longest oversea route departing from the Republics and booked passage. I had intended to perform a handful of experiments regarding the nature of souls that could only be done safely at sea. A fellow researcher. Then perhaps you will understand. I've long been fascinated by the nature of entropy. Nothing is unaffected by the passage of time, excepting souls, supposedly. Is it not possible that repeated reincarnation damages a soul? Could the process of reincarnation itself be responsible for some of the many ills that plague the souls of Kith? I deduced that it was possible to escape the cycle, escape Bareth's grasp, to remove one's soul from the wheel. I suppose I was wrong to expect more from you. Many things. Currently, an unusual variety of Adra. It seems to exist only here, among the isles and waters of the Deadfire. There's a strange, almost melancholy beauty to the substance. I believe there is more to it than others know. Just a bit of culture I've picked up along the way. I admire their tailoring tradition immensely. It's much grander than clothing one finds in The White That Wends. I am, of course. A curious mind is an agile mind. Besides, the two practices are more alike than one might think. Care and patience, yes. It is gratifying to be understood. I think, perhaps, that I would be grateful for the opportunity. This blade is not merely for show. There are no end of swordsmen in the Deadfire, though, right? I, however, possess some little sway over the minds of others. I have a vested interest in luminous Adra, but acquiring it here can be expensive. You have a ship of your own and are clearly well-traveled. I suspect I would encounter more luminous Adra with you than I would on the streets of Nekataka. Truly?
Whoa, you sure about that?
Thaklat, traveler. I am grateful. I have all that I need.
You read my mind.
Come to watch us work? It's not as exciting when we're running through Sure thing, amico. Comes with the job, doesn't it? Well, a few years in a deer will do that to you. Up to your armpits in jungle mud, insects, and snotty nobles. Probably would have been better off talking to the bugs. Oh, things are much different here. The Huana may not have the same passion for the field as the Republics, but we understand we're doing research, not sacrificing children to wolves or whatever it is the Deerwood believes. So, no riots. Fortunately, news out of the Deerwood doesn't mean much to this lot. It took us a few months to adapt. A few bad shocks too before we finished proofing the machinery against rain. I like to think it lends it all a little drama, no? Besides, how better to honor Helia than with invention? For now, ne? No trouble if you think of anything else, amico. Settled your nerves? We can get underway whenever you're ready. Gelarde, Very well. You stand there. Ansel, the machine. All right, Watcher. Remember, focus on the beam of light. It ought to be like stepping through a door. And remember, don't...
This is not the Coral and Bone Hall of Ngati. I do not belong here.
This is why I safeguard the souls in my lantern. Traversing hell ain't always as easy as it ought to be.
What say?
Worth
At your service. Running won't save you.
Oh, good. Happy to oblige. I'll light the darkness.
Captain.
Hmm? Hey. Hey. Hey.
You have my attention. That's just no need to ask twice.
We have to go.
Can't.
No, no, please.
Help! Speak your mind. Your story ends here.
What's our plan? I hope you're ready.
Just like that. Happy to oblige.
Boy. Strangest feeling I've done this before. You want to see this?
I thought never to see your face again, Watcher. It has been so long since we parted ways in Noonfrost. So long since you granted me this divine gift. You have joined me in his clutches, Watcher. Is it not a cozy place? I await my final end with most holy eagerness. Rest at last, without the torment of a soul or the threat of rebirth. Perfect unity and freedom, forever. Rimmergan controls this place, and only he has the power to free you. Some souls have been waiting eons for the privilege. I feel the Force's entropy working in me, Watcher. My time is near at hand. Daklat, Watcher. I am finally free.
Shall we? From a warm welcome.
What say?
May I assist? I've got some bad news for you.
to the brisket. Missed.
Yeah?
Captain,
We're near finished.
What say?
Exceed honor.
May I assist? I've got some bad news for you.
what for, Cap? Ain't not my thing, savvy?
What's our plan? Mind your manners.
Oh, good.
Yeah?
Varathus!
You need something?
What can I do you for? Get threshed!
What's our plan?
Just like that.
Captain? Mother!
You need something?
Yeah?
All thick, worth and wrath.
Hmm?
I'm on it.
What say?
What's our plan?
Captain. I'll be slicing her stem to stern. Now you be right screwed.
That order's too tall.
At your service.
Running won't save you.
Good.
What for, Captain? Watch me work.
What's our plan? Somehow it always ends in bloodshed.
Speak your mind.
What can I do you for?
What do you need? I'm on it.
What can I do you for?
At your service. Well,
Just like
if you insist.
You need something.
Show me what makes no difference.
Hey.
At your service. I've got some bad news for you.
Ahoy.
You have my attention.
Yeah?
Hey. Well, that order's too tall.
May I assist? Mind your
Just
manners.
try different positions.
Aye. Only another tack, Cap.
You have my attention.
Worth and rough.
Yeah?
Stay behind me.
This will not do.
What's our plan? Somehow it always ends in bloodshed.
Like flogging a figurehead. Futile.
You have my attention.
Get threshed!
Yeah?
At your service.
What for, Cap?
You have my attention.
What can I do you for? Time to separate the chaff.
What do you need?
May I assist? Shall we begin?
Just like that.
Captain?
What do you need?
At your service.
Happy to oblige.
You need something.
Oh no!
What for, Cap? Like flogging a figurehead.
Yeah?
Futile.
Smart, don't it?
Yes, Captain.
At your service.
Oh, good. Happy to oblige. That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Yeah?
At your service.
What have we here? A wayward watcher has wandered into my realm. Whatever should I do with you? You will remember Glassval, I trust. He remains here, lingering in the in-between, refusing rebirth and dissolution both. A most irritating spirit. I will not thank you for sending him to me, but I will not concern myself with that for now. You did not receive an invitation to my realm, Herald of Barath. Tell me, why should I not grind your soul to dust? But I have no need for a vassal. Everything I desire, I do for myself. Embrace oblivion with open arms, Watcher. As much as it would delight me to scatter your soul, you belong to Barath. I will spare you that fate. For now. I can pluck you from the mortal plane as easily as Barath, and you will not belong to them forever. Now, on to the matter that brought you here. Your Animancer friends meddle in things beyond their comprehension. Were I not the generous creature I am, you would have died. Be sure to tell the Animancers that they have failed. and that they have drawn my gaze. I will not hesitate to obliterate them if they irritate me again. You might prepare yourself, Watcher, for something wondrous is on the horizon. Eothas will usher in an age glorious in its brevity. Perhaps when Berath is through with you, I will find a use for you myself. Rare is the mortal who understand me as you do. And do send my regards to your Animancer friends.
I'll never stray again if you just keep me away from Remergond.
Watcher, can you hear me? Oh, thank the gods. Thank Helia. Merla, you had us in a panic. I don't have to tell you it didn't work. The current spiked and you went completely still, breathing but nothing else. We sent for the physician. Myself, I was about to try throwing some water in your face. What happened? Did you feel any pain? Do you remember anything? You had some kind of vision, a near-death experience?
What was it like?
Sientere, Watcher, truly. It seemed we sent your mind further afield than intended, and without the rest of you in tow. Not entirely outside our predictions, but not the result we wanted. We have stipend for volunteers. You're welcome to the sum of it. I hope it goes some way toward earning your forgiveness. Just as I hope this hasn't put you off helping us. We just have to adjust the current, give you a chance to control your flight, for want of a better word. We're all very glad you're in one piece. We'll have a look at the machines, figure out what went wrong. Until then, I'm sure our friends at headquarters will want an update, and to see I haven't done you any permanent harm. We'll send word when we're ready here.
Watcher, what a surprise to see you again.
If the rioters in Defiance Bay knew he was here, they'd be on the next boat to Deadfire, with a cargo, a rope, and torches.
I see we've all moved up in the world, haven't we? I assume you're here to raise the tower. No? Smash the machines, then? Relieve yourself all over the diagrams? Yes, it would be too much to hope that you'd remember me. Why trouble yourself when my work at the Brackenberry Sanitarium was only at the very forefront of scientific advancement? It's too much to ask that the man who worked tirelessly to cure the Direwoods Hollowborn crisis might merit remembering. Well, you are forgiven. My circumstances have changed greatly, as you can see. We do fine work here. Not as personally fulfilling as my time in the sanitarium, but exciting in its way. The Huana have a much more forward-thinking stance on the sciences, so it's easier to find volunteers. Of which you are the latest, I hear. I look forward to working with you. Always. I realize this means very little to you, but I'm busy.
Hello, Watcher. Fancy a look at the stock? Straight from the laboratory. Have a look.
Supplies! Get your supplies! Consider, friend. The blessings of the priests are priceless, but so too is good sense. I have supplies here, so that daring travelers may live to honor the gods. Certainly.
Payment for heads. It could be no simpler. Tell me, are you someone who walks the path that coin lays out before you? Transmuting actions into payment is the alchemy that orders our world. All things turn on the axis of a coin bond. I pay bounties so that death can bring order to life. Would you help me continue the cycle? If you would forge a coin bond, I know of people on these islands who must die. Their fate is already decided. The coin wishes only to collect. Dugra the Ascetic is wanted for crimes against his monastic order. His people have made a coin bond for his death. The Orlan wanders the wilderness on the island of Crookspur, northwest of Nekataka. Speak freely, I say. I am a paladin of the Gold-Pact Order. Since taking my oath, I have never been absent of work and duty for longer than an afternoon. I also enjoy knitting on occasion.
I can be quiet if you can.
Incense? Offerings for the temple? Shining God, light your path, stranger. Can I interest you in any of our wares? We gathered what we could. Much of our coin goes towards feeding those in need over at the temple. Thank you. Used to work a farm, growing Vorless.
A good day, traveler. I see you've taken an eye to my instruments. If you've any interest in the medical sciences, you need only ask. Well then, questions? I'm a researcher in the medical sciences. And before you ask, no, I don't mean animancy. Neither do I mean magic, nor, gods forbid, necromancy. Medicine. Study of the Kith body, its inner workings and such. I've misgivings about magic use. It's useful, I'll grant you that, but it's a crutch. Stunts our scientific development, you understand. Makes me a bit unpopular, as you can no doubt imagine, which is why I've got this arquebus here. A patient of mine died under questionable circumstances. One morning they were fine, and the next they were dead. Someone is trying to discredit my work, I just know it, but they won't succeed. I came here to the archipelago to evade my rival's attempts at sabotage, and there certainly is quite a lot of work in the Deadfire, I must tell you. I'm a researcher. I've misgivings about magic use. I came here to the archipelago to evade my rival's attempt. I've told you of my troubles. I suppose it's the least I can do. Settle in now. I've got a lecture prepared for just this occasion. Should you change your mind... Hello? Well then. Question? I've told you of my troubles. Should you change your mind...
Be welcome. We gather to honor the goddess, for we must earn the strength to endure the darkest of life's battles. It is an opportunity to learn. What good is a fighter who knows how to defend against a single enemy? If we must one day fight one another, such is Margran's will. Each obstacle is a challenge we must answer. These are whetstones that sharpen us into fine blades. Follow the path as it climbs the mountain, all the way to the Serpent's Crown. You will see Akira. Rain and wind is a better teacher than any priest. A fighter accustomed to comfort earns only bruises. Do you believe so? It is not in might alone that Margran holds influence. There is purpose, conviction, achievement. You may honor her in many ways.
Of course.
So you defeated this ship-devouring beast all by yourself?
I'm telling you, you just have to aim for the eyes.
I'll go in first.
We will witness a new beginning.
Here's where I do the ritual. Right there under the statue of Gon.
A clever game.
Gone with your prayers, surely as I do. Jody, I do hope you are not getting into trouble now.
Who, me? No, I wouldn't dream of it.
Do swine stink like shit? I'm guessing you're not here to worship. Then what can I do for you? We receive followers of the Shining God every day. You might want to speak with Nordegand over there. She's been here the longest, and takes care to know everyone of our faith.
Gon's the only one that matters.
The Shining God's got many faces, but they're all his to wear. Divine King Widewind, he saw the dawn stars, telling him of things to come. But it's gone with Sickle and Lantern that's come to the Deadfire. Our God's returned, and he's gonna bring balance to the world. He's gonna right all the wrongs we have suffered. Gon will bring a new beginning for all of us when that hour comes. Oh yes, people are afraid, angry. Change can be frightening. But what did any of us come here for, if not a new beginning? No more than anywhere else. No sense fighting it. The water sustains our faith, surely as it does these trees. Here for a meal? Just get in line, dear. Ain't no trick to it.
Hey, there's a lady I'm looking for. Came from Deerwood. Short, got a bad temper. It goes by Alava Mazzy. Heard of her?
I know an Alava, but that ain't a surname.
So?
Not real warm, that one. Stop by unannounced, you get a pistol up your nose when she answers the door.
Yeah, that's her. So, she's living with her, husband, then?
Not that I noticed.
Huh. Must be laying low.
Just that boy of hers.
She's got a son? How old would you say? Like a little boy? Nah, just curious.
Oh, I couldn't say. It's been years. He must be a young man by now.
Wow, that's something. Well, thanks for your help.
Don't you want to know where to find her?
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
She's in Hasongo, last I heard. Got a little plot of land out there.
I guess we'll look that way then. Much obliged. Hmm? Hey, look who it is.
Yeah, I'm all ears. Tell me what's on your mind. Sure thing, Watcher.
What for, Captain? Ahoy, Captain. What can I do you for?
Yes, Captain. Akira, for what do...
Hungry? Come on up. Don't be shy.
My Beaethus is too busy to see that, but not me.
Does anyone but the gods know what's going on in Adair's head? You reckon so? I mean... he's a right fine fella. Kind, too. But a little old. I do. I tried not to, but I can't hardly help it. He's just so considerate and nice. If not to me, then everyone else. And he's so darn big and strong. I know my pa would have liked him. Problem is, I think he doesn't much like me, Watcher. Aside from the fact that every time I talk to him, he shoots me down. One night, while everyone was sleeping, might have borrowed a bottle of rum and shook him awake. I thought he'd be more open to talk by the light of my lantern. You know, if it was just the two of us. He looked at me like I was a scorpion that had crawled into his sleeping bag. What should I do? You'll help me, Watcher, won't you? I'll try my gone darnest. I can promise you that. I hope you're right. Tell me what's on your mind. Yeah, it's best we gotta...
Hungry? Come on up. Don't be shy. The Shining God will bless you for it, sir. That coin will help those in need. Blessing of Aethys upon you.
A clever guy.
Nothing like a homecoming to make a girl remember her roots, even if they are dried up and half dead. Sometimes I wonder if my brethren don't think I got black ichor running in my veins. If I cried, you reckon it'd look like tar?
In times of great sorrow, Ngati blesses me to dribble ink.
Suppose you meant to make me feel better. It is a dang silly thought. No, that I'd have black blood. You shouldn't be so fine to me, Watcher. Makes me think untoward things. Gives me notions I don't need to be getting. I can't risk straying when I got a duty to gone. Yeah, lay it on me. I was born to reap souls and lead them to the light. Now with Aethys dead, and these dire visions, I think I need to shield them from a hell gone dark. But the more I gather, the more my mind turns to tatters.
You didn't collect souls anymore.
That ain't gonna happen. You
Okay.
asked me to turn my back on my god.
Remind me again the difference between Gorn and Orthos.
Aethys is dead, and gone is the death before life. He's the ripeness before the fall.
But we know Orthos isn't dead.
That lumbering hunk of Audra might claim to be Aethys, but that doesn't matter a whit. He died, so he can't be Aethys anymore. Death changes every soul, even a god's. And if it doesn't, it should. Why do you think the god of rebirth held an aspect of death within him? You can't have life without dying. There ain't no beginning without a prior ending. Ain't no day without night, no spring without fall. You can't grow crops if you never harvest for seeds. All right, yeah, I'm ready. I've done this before, but never with such a full lantern. You may want to stand back. The experience can be somewhat intense.
hit about surprise both palms to the copper gauge. Low gently lilts from her lips. As it grows louder, the light from the lantern grows brighter. Just the lantern of the statue of Dawn, all in one skeletal hand. Two lights brought in a rhythm with a chant, resonating with each other. Twin heartbeats that pound faster and stronger until the light from Dawn's lantern bursts outward in a shower of violet-hued rays. The essence spread through this bent form, making her throat outright as a cry escapes her.
Don't know if I feel cleaner, but I feel something. Blessed for sure. Let's just hope it lasts, because my lantern feels as heavy as ever. Full to brimming with essence, like dark water spilling over my mind.
Let's be off.
Alright, I'll be right behind you.
Sudah selesai kah? Misinya sesuatu untuk saat ini? Nah iya.
You ask so little. May I assist?
Adair, I get the feeling you don't like me much. Was it something I said? I think it was something I said.
No, it's not. You're not doing anything wrong.
You know how I've been saying there's nothing more
Lagi ngobrol malah di pos.
us freeing you from Barrett's bonds? Well, I meant that. I did. But there's this other thing I need to see about. On the way, like. I was gonna tell you.
But love, you don't have to explain.
Thanks. I'm not sure I could anyway. This woman, well, love's not the right word, but she was something to me once, back in Gilded Vale. When I was mayor of Deerford, I had this vision of what I wanted it to look like. It was gonna be what Gilded Vale was, before the legacy. And in some ways it got there. I was proud of that.
But
it didn't feel like I thought it would. Come to realize there was someone I needed to show it to. Ilava. Well, she'd have been about the last person left in Deerwood who'd have seen what I made and understood. Last I saw her, she was going to New Hayamar. Went looking for her there, only to find that she'd left a long time ago. Anyway, I don't expect you to understand, but I gotta know she ended up all right.
sounds like she ended up with a son.
Yeah, that's something. Coming out of Deerwood during that time. When I knew her, she had a little boy, just a baby. But the legacy deprived him of a proper life. I never found out what happened to him. But with the Hollowborn, you didn't have to ask. Guess he got a brother, though.
You're sure you want to know where this leads?
No, but I don't see a way to let this go. Least a way's not now. Last time I saw Ilava, we got friendly. Now she's got a son.
Let's get moving.
Really? I mean, you tell me if you had a problem, right? If I'd bothered you this whole time?
It's nothing personal. I just don't think we need to be talking is all.
Oh, well, thanks for clearing that up.
Udahan ya, tinggal Temple of Berath. Apakah aku harus masuk lewat sini atau lewat bawah? What the? I'm taking the mid.
Just feeling I've done this before.
Ooh. Might good. Walaupun kemungkinan gak bakal dipakai. An ailing Omar priest regards your approach with curiosity. He carves into a sleeve stained with a spatter of sleeve reflex. Sleeve reflex, white. Kok pasang alarm mendadak? Delapan double.
Come closer to the altar. Come inside. The temple welcomes all to worship, most especially you. I ask only for no talking. Not until we pay our respects to Berith. To Rikuhu. Let us pray.
Silent prayer? Where are the songs, I say? Did you learn this from Valians?
Again, I ask that you please fall silent for prayer.
Cross your arms over and for your chest and watch.
Deity of life and death, the endless devourer who encompasses all existence, hear this prayer, this voice chiming. I beseech you, Kohopa and Tangaloa, to ready this shell for sucking. Purify my soul in preparation for the coming of the next cycle. Digest all of my devotion. Swallow my sorrows, even the smallest swell, so I can be spit on the morrow. And Rikuhu, Berath, my god and goddess both, the eels that churn in ceaseless cycle, the new and the next and...
Potong. Lanjutin.
The before that came. Thanks be to Berath's guiding tract. May my messages ring true. Blessed be and jubilations.
He places his hand over the center of his chest, touching the item tucked beneath his shirt. Then, raising his head, he cracks a frail smile.
All right. I will address your inquiries best as I can. So ask.
What's that about preparing a soul for shocking?
End of the turn. I'm nearing it. Been working hard, preparing for weeks. You know, to die. But first, I've got to leave guidance for my apprentice, the next in the cycle. Chosen to lead.
You're dying.
Been wasting away for months. Can't say it's been easy, dying so soon. I thought about stopping a few times.
You're killing yourself.
Maybe you can see. I'm no death godlike. Bereth bestowed not one in my generation with a chime. Not the next, neither. A flawed messenger like me can't open the crypts. So my best chance is to die.
Tell me about the writing on these tomes.
Liturgies. Instructions for ritual preparations. When and how. Sermons. Some histories, too.
His fingers trail carefully across the stone as craggy as his skin.
All of this, it's our knowledge has gleaned through centuries of service. Now, I've got to leave it all behind for the next disciple.
This is a temple to Bereth, right? So we should go to Kohopa and Tangaloa.
The same. Your word, Bereth. Our word, Rikuhu. We worship the twin deal. The cyclic connection of the overworld and the underworld. Life and death. Life is Kohopa, and Tangaloa is death. Born starving, they devoured all living things, swelling larger each. When they'd swallowed all of existence, they tried to eat each other next. Now all things pass through their entrails. The end of one enters the mouth of the next, from the underworld to the overworld and back. Again and again.
Impressive answer. What else can this temple boast?
Under the temple, carved in the mountain's caverns, lies an extraordinary maze of catacombs. So I've read. They're the hanging sepulchres, burial place for ancient Wana chieftains. The bodies are protected by Bereth's best, roaming, always. Plus, the ways sealed by the deity itself.
Oh, ditutup jalannya, berarti emang harus lewat pohon yang tadi di depan. Sword gets in his throat, and he curves forward in his spine-racking feet. Racking feet, what? Hacking until his flush-faced, fumbling and got skin floods to his lips. He drinks until mineral silver liquid triples over and slicks his chin.
Better. The timing's getting tighter. And there is one thing before the end. Something only one touch by Bereth can do.
Lux Spirit's Chime. Itu udah dipakai bukan sih? Udah habis itemnya.
Drafts mercurial.
Bruh. That's going to kill you.
Getting my heart cut out's going to kill me. When the time's right.
You covered something in the catacombs, the one you can access because you like Bereth's Chime.
That's right. I've got no hope, but you do. My eels, My infinity coil keeps rattling. Pendants resonating with your
Masih punya kah?
charm. I'd best not let this chance pass. There's a sacred text. The eulogy to Isaiah. It's been buried in the catacombs beneath the temple for centuries. Next, I need it. Of course, the tombs. They only open to the dead, or those bearing Bereth's chime.
Why do you need their eulogy?
It never was added to the tomes, but it holds the final clues for my death. It's my best chance. I prayed for decades, night to day and night again. Now, here you are, just in time. Means Bereth sent you to see to my success.
I have some questions about Sayre and the catacombs beneath his temple.
I'll tell you what I can.
A story with Sayre.
He's no Juana, nor a death godlike neither, but he was a high priest of Bereth. His hair was a Diran, a hunter, chasing the undead 200 years ago. Read somewhere, one tome, he sailed to the Deadfire for a weapon, abhorrent to Bereth. Said the blade held a power most fearful.
The priest's face flushes with fervency. His voice rises in volume as he speaks until his breath catches, and he doubles over into a hacking fit.
Isaiah fought hard for it, won the blade, but suffered grievous wounds. Bereth kept him alive till he could make it to the temple's catacombs. His champions were the ones who wrote his eulogy. Later, they were buried in the sepulchres too.
Was his Sayre buried with the weapon he took from Lucia Reven?
Don't know. Did hear he was slain with a coveted blade. The S-talk was an affront to Bereth. That I did read. Isaiah wanted to guard it with his soul and his always.
I'd like to know more about the hanging sepulchres.
They're from the long-forgotten time, when there was only Juana living in the mountain. They got carved in even before the temple sprung up, before there was Neketaka or a queen. They're well guarded, because not all of Bereth's dead like the rest in their graves.
Where do I enter the catacombs under the temple?
You've got to go outside, on the lower walkway. Doors sealed up tight, though. Priests before me, all death godlikes, could open it. Door requires a coil, resonating with Bereth's chime. But I haven't met a death godlike in my time. All right. But there's something you've got to know. Or I guess I've just got to say.
The priest spoke, he said. From beneath his shirt, he untucks a long carved circlet in the image of an eel. The pendant vibrates on the length of his chain, throbbing harder the closer he holds it to you.
You're my best chance. Or only, maybe. Take the coil. It'll open the crypts. Bring me Isaiah's eulogy, and I'll teach you all I know of Bereth's arcane.
I'm looking for Isaiah's tomb.
I'll tell you what I can.
Never mind.
All right. I will address your inquiries best
mention
as I can.
something
So
about undead.
ask,
In the catacombs?
The dead, with their souls, they roam still. The ones who were chosen by Berath. Not everyone's born so blessed. Sometimes, instead, you've got to die for it.
May I assist? Watch an artist at work. Let me fetch my tools. That wasn't so hard.
Gak ada yang menarik, kirain bakal ada weapon yang
What's up, child's play?
langka. Heard the eels coil up to the door. Wisp of fierce howl ascends and encircle the coil, then reach outward. The tendrils crawl toward the door, touching it, soaking it in a purple glow. A murmur, like bells of unwelcome, whispers out from under your feet. The door begins to slide open, grinding down into the ground. Waduh, mapnya gede juga nih.
You read my mind? Rios. Clever gambit.
Oh. Oh, bagus ini. Aduh, feelnya tadi bagus juga tuh. Nah, it's fun.
Predator in the water.
You want to see this? So much for diplomacy.
Speak your mind.
for the hit. Dua hit. Salah.
What can I do you for?
Ini masih sneaking nggak? Masih.
Let's
Tiga
rip this
hit.
whirlwind.
Captain.
4 hit. Oh enggak.
May I assist?
Finish him.
Won't say
Just like that.
mind.
Exceptional. Exceptional shields. Oh, masih kalah tuh ternyata. Oh, sama-sama exceptional.
At your service. I have this feeling I've done this before. How curious. Naturally. Watch and about as easy. At once. At your service. May I assist? Naturally. What's our plan? A clever gambit.
Ini musuh sih. I don't know.
I see. Predator in the water.
At your service. Agreed. May I assist?
Gila aja deh.
Yeah.
You do this.
Mo Ixie on us.
Be blowing a man down. God, that were a beaut.
What do you need?
Header di mana? Oh, ini bukan header tuh.
Yours to command, Captain.
What's our plan?
Nyampe dua-duanya.
Mind your manners.
Oh, that's the stuff.
Tambah. Di belakang juga. Au.
Happy to oblige. Mo Ixie on us.
Yours to command, Captain.
assist?
Just like that.
Oh, Captain.
Hey.
Mana ada?
Parathis!
Oh my god.
Be blowing a man down.
What?
Speak your mind.
Aku ada revive, aku bisa revive sekarang. Shit, this is hard. Musuhnya terlalu banyak.
Happy to oblige. Moeth, Ixie, Alna. Moeth, Ixie, Alna.
Hey.
Better than that. May I assist?
Keeping wound. Kok defleksinya tinggi nih? Oh, karena escape kayaknya. Plus 50 deflection, holy.
Mind your manners.
Oh, good.
Ahoy. Consider it right fucked. May I assist? I hope you're ready.
Just like that.
Nice.
Yes, Captain.
Second try, I say.
might be a candle in the night.
At your service.
Mana boleh. Mana?
I can't find its weak spot.
You need something. This I cannot do.
What can I do you for? All thick, worth and raw.
Yeah?
Right on top.
Kena stun semua.
What for, Cap? Only takes a finger to blow her away.
Smarts, don't it?
May I assist? So much for
Just
diplomacy.
like that.
Hey.
Variathus! Speak your mind.
Happy to oblige. Mo, Ixie, honor.
Ahoy. Consider it right fucked.
Aduh, sikit mati. Aduh deh, dia.
What's our plan? Shall I have a word with this one?
Good.
You need something.
Mereka pada immune sama ice.
At your service.
Watch me, mother!
What? Oh, immune ke piercing. Oh iya deh. Aku lupa.
Too difficult, I say.
God damn it.
Yeah? Mo, Ixie,
What do you need? I'm on it.
Captain. Damn it, blast.
Speak your mind.
Pemutar.
Happy to oblige. Mo, Ixie, honor.
Yeah?
Rush.
What's our plan? At your service. Agreed. Shall I have a word?
Just
You're
like
only
that.
delaying the inevitable.
Ahoy.
Mir dalam bahaya.
You need something?
What can I do you for?
I'm on it. This thing isn't doing the job.
May I assist? Shall we? The next shot won't
good.
miss.
What for, Cap?
What say?
Luther! These distractions!
I'll light the darkness.
Yeah?
What's our plan? Well, if you insist.
What say?
What? What?
Luther! What for, Cap? I don't like flogging a figurehead. Futile.
May I assist? Running won't save you.
Good.
Yeah? Leave it to this thing isn't doing the job.
Last round.
At your service.
May I assist? At your service. Mind your manners.
Captain. Done and done. I'll be cleaving it to the brisket.
What can I do you for?
Zoti.
Yeah? Leave it to me.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
May I assist? Running, you're only delaying the inevitable. Somehow it always ends in bloodshed.
Heal Roche. I'm going here.
At your service.
Your bones will feed the land.
Happy to oblige. Nuh-uh, didn't work.
Come on.
Ahoy.
plank.
I'd be cleaving it to the brisket.
At your service.
Pamer nilai aja.
You need something?
What can I do you for? Hogwash!
Hey. Leave it to me.
What's our plan?
Push this with.
What's our plan?
Right. I'll be chopping you to chum. Chum.
Yes, Captain. This does not work.
What can I do you for? Hogwash!
Hey.
At your service. Well, if you insist.
Just like that.
May I assist? You've just made my list. Didn't even leave a dent.
Captain.
What say?
Yeah?
Sorry.
I'll light the darkness.
Yeah?
What's our plan? Somehow it always ends in bloodshed.
What say? I will swallow you whole.
Happy to oblige. Nuh-uh, didn't work.
Captain.
Hmm?
I could really use a hand. So much for the
Just
diplomacy.
yes.
Whew. Satu injury. That's it for now though. Udah siang. Mana tadi terakhir? Ini ya. Alright.